The theorem we are about to study was named after a very influential Greek philosopher and mathematician, Pythagoras of Samos. Pythagoras was born in the Greek island of Samos around 570 BC. He is most famous for the theorem proving that the relationship between the hypotenuse and the two shorter sides of a right angle triangle. However, there is concrete evidence that this theorem was well in use centuries before its existence by the Babylonians and Indians. The very first archaeological records or proof of this theorem being used is in the Great Pyramid of Egypt. So one can surmise that the first evidence of Pythagoras' theorem being used by humankind exists in Africa. The theorem states that the square on the longest side of a right angle triangle, the area of the square of the longest side on the longest side of the right angle triangle is equals to the sum of the area of the square on the two shorter sides. So in this case, you can see that if we draw a square on our longest side, i.e. the hypotenuse, the side opposite our right angle, the area of that square is 25 units. If we draw squares on the two shorter sides, we have 9 units and 16 units. So you can see that 25 is equals to 9 plus 16. Another way of writing that is 5 squared is equals to 3 squared plus 4 squared. Pythagoras' theorem has numerous applications, particularly within the field of construction, engineering, woodwork. It even has applications in fire safety. But I suppose the real applications in your case will come further along your studies. For the rest of these tutorials, we're going to look at some examples of questions that have appeared in some international examination questions. We're going to look at some from the United Kingdom. We're going to look at some examples from the West African Examination Council, and we're also going to look at some examples from Cambridge International Examinations, IGCSE. We will touch on one example from AQA A-level from the United Kingdom.